So before we connect the domain name and SSL to our application, I want to briefly talk about something called Gunicorn. So right now our infrastructure is stable. Nginx is handling all the HTTP requests, and Django itself is handling the Python code execution using the built-in run server. This setup works perfectly fine, especially for learning or the demo applications or even small applications. Okay. However, when it comes to industry level applications, it's not recommended to rely only on Django's development server for executing the Python code. Okay, so that's where the Gunicorn comes in. So Gunicorn is a production grade WSGI server, and it is responsible for executing your Django application code. It manages worker processes, and it also handles the concurrency, and it takes care of running your business logic and backend code in a stable and scalable way. You know what, in production setup the responsibility is clearly divided. Nginx will handle the HTTP request and reverse proxying. Gunicorn will handle the Python code execution, and Django focuses only on application logic. Okay, so this separation is what makes the system reliable and production ready, and it is recommended for small to large scale applications also. So it's like three things working together. First, Nginx will handle the HTTP request, and Django will define the application logic, and Gunicorn will execute that Django code. So with that said, before we connect the custom domain and the SSL certificate, we will deploy the Gunicorn for our application. Okay, so it's very simple and you don't have to do much hard work here. So only simple steps you have to follow, and which is that are written inside this readme.md file. Okay, so everything is here, and you can just follow from this file. Okay, so let's just start from here. Okay, so Gunicorn setup. So it's actually a production grade WSGI server, and for the first thing that you need to do is to add the Gunicorn package inside the requirements.txt. So let's go here inside our backend directory and requirements.txt. Okay, so let's copy this, let's put it here, save the file. Okay, and then what should happen? See, when you push the code to the main branch, this code is going to get deployed, right? So the moment it is deployed, it is going to run the it is also going to run the command. You see this one, right? Let me just show you Docker file, right? So it's actually going to install this Gunicorn at the stage. Okay, so pip install requirements. Okay, so this Gunicorn is going to get installed inside the Docker of your production server. Okay, so we just have to make sure that Gunicorn is installed. Okay, so I will show you how to confirm that. Okay, we can just see it in the GitHub actions. That's where you can make sure that it is installed. All right, so next thing what you need to do, you have to update the docker compose.yml. So why? It's because if you look at this docker compose.yml, so far what is happening is, in the Docker inside the Docker, we are running the running this command, python manage.py run server. So Django itself is running our application. Okay, but as I said, for the production grade applications or big applications, it's recommended to use Gunicorn instead of Django's inbuilt run server. Okay, this one we have to change. All right, so what to change here? So if you just see, you can see this one, right? So this command we have to just change. Okay, so I'll just copy this and I'll remove this one. Okay, I'll just remove this, only this one. Okay, only python manage.py run server 0.0.0.0 :8000. Just remove it and I'm sorry. Well, do not remove this colon. I mean double quotation. So let's quickly make this indentation. I mean this spaces and all proper. Okay, it should be one command. Okay, it is one command. All right. So no need to write this command and all. So I will update it. Okay. So this is the command, and inside the server, this Gunicorn is going to run instead of the run server command. Just save this file and just go back. So once these changes are done, then what you have to do, just push it to the main branch. Let's go ahead and do it. So I'll say git add dot git commit -m. I'll just write this deploy Gunicorn as a commit message, and then git push origin main. Okay, so my code is now pushed to GitHub, which means it is deployed to our server. Let's go to GitHub, and okay, here it is. Not this one, I guess. Okay, I'll just show you the. Okay, click mart auto deploy. Go to actions. In the action, you can see it is actually deploying. Let's open this, because you see I told you to verify whether Gunicorn is installed or not, right? So how to verify that? You see, by the time it is here, it is already installing Gunicorn. You can see collecting Gunicorn, or you can simply search for Gunicorn in this page, right? So it's actually installed. Okay, so deployment is successful. And then what to do? Okay, so and then what to do, we have to just verify if the site is working or not, right? So let's copy this IP address and put it here. So the application is actually working, and if you go to this admin panel and you see this is broken. Why this admin panel is broken? Because it was working before, right? So when Django was serving our website, this was working, this admin panel was properly working. So here what is happening here is that Django was secretly helping us to run the static files, but we stopped Django to run the website. We asked Gunicorn to run our website, but you know what, Gunicorn is not capable of running the static files. Who should run the static files? Nginx, right? Even though we have the Nginx configuration file here, but still it is not configured to load the load the static files properly. Okay, so there is one there is one configuration missing, which is a server level configuration, but I will come to that part later. But the thing is, our website is actually loading from the Gunicorn. Okay, if you still want to confirm, what you can do is you just you can just go to your server, and let's I'll just open my new terminal, and I'll just log in. Okay, so SSH root @ IP address, and now you are logged in, and I'll go to opt, I'll go to click mart. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this command. Okay, docker compose logs backend. Okay, I just want to see the log of the backend container. Okay, backend docker container. So if it says that okay, so you see static files, admin static files are not found, you see. Okay, it is unable to load. That's why it is giving the error. Okay, we'll fix that in a moment. But if you look at this, starting Gunicorn 23.0.0, right? So this confirms that our application is loading from the Gunicorn. Okay, so run server is not running our Django application anymore. Okay, all right. And what next? Of course, we want to fix it, right? We want to fix it, but there are some there are some more the Nginx configurations are there, so that's why I'll just show you this later. Now, next step, since this application is running and everything is good, so we want to now purchase the domain name and connect it to this website. I mean, to this IP address.